from all around your lawn. I'm here to tell you how football is strong.
So Fisher now kicks back towards the centre of the ground. Target's going to be Hickleton. Over the top is Denneman. Probably could have been a free kick. He put his hand on his shoulder, but a great pick up there from Highland. Spins out of the contest. Goes back towards Perkins, who shovels the ball back between his legs. Matthews on the left foot, round the corner. Goes towards Anderton. The big fella couldn't take possession. Goes to Reek. Reek twists and turns. Goes straight back into the big fella's arms. And Chris Reek, it was like a show I was watching on television last night, but that was a big woolly mammoth sitting on something last night. Big Ando's done a great job, the big fella. Got a heart of gold and works hard. Ruckman go up. Ball's knocked back towards Gibbs. He can't take possession. And it's going to be a strong tackle there from both Thomson players. Umpire comes in and will restart play.
They've been ferocious at ground level, Christy, haven't they, Thomson? And that's really been the difference in the game.
Absolutely.
So the ball's been knocked out of that contest, only as far as Curtis off centre wing. Kicks back short. Going back is Fisher, but Sanders reads the flight better. He's been manhandled. No advantage there. Free kick's going to go to... Goes towards centre half back, and Giles there by himself. Has Perkins running for him. Oh, the kick's not good. Goes over the top. It might be favourable there because Nicholson's in there support. Comes back on his left foot. Goes wide towards half forward, and Watts takes a mark in front of Lanyon. Plays on now on his favoured left foot. Looking for support. He gets that. Oh, good tackle there from Lanyon. Didn't give up the chase and has grabbed Watts by the shirt collar, and the ball has come out. So Lanyon now from the half-back line, kicks short towards centre wing. Mitchell pushes up the ground, and Mitchell takes the mark. So John Mitchell, the game has slowed a little bit. He kicks the ball inside, finds Curtis, and he also takes the mark. Goes wider, back towards centre wing. This kick's not as good, but Denneman's made it good because he's come through and taken the mark in front of Dean Perkins. Again, the chipping game of Thomson's been excellent. They push forward now. Dowie's the target. Staying at ground level, Wallace kicks around the corner looking for Hood. Finds Hood. Can't pick the ball in your hand before he can do anything with it. So the ball back into play. Picked up there, and a good contest coming through as Sanders. Has Hickleton all by himself at centre half back. Can play on now. Does so. Drives the ball long. Finds Fuller, who's just come on the ground. I don't think Bliss saw him there, but just as well the ball didn't go long because he could have been in trouble. Fuller runs inside 50, and unfortunately that kick is offline.
Tries to go short. Got a player making position out there. It's Curtis. Turns around quickly, plays on. Another player looses, Matthews. They're able to create the loose man out here, Thomson, as Highland now creates space on centre wing. He takes the mark. Perhaps they've been falling down in this last quarter from here forward, but the chip forward again, looking for Hood. Hood is pushed over by Nicholson. No free kicks at the umpire, picked up by Watts. Over the top to Perkins. Perkins, long handball forward. Now the chip comes inboard, and that's been read very well by Harriet. He went into the hole the player was leading into, and has taken the mark. Now he's got Gardner breaking wide. He goes shorter than that, goes to Anderton. Anderton takes the mark. Now there's what's happening there. Yeah, he's given 50 metres.
For going across the mark.
Oh dear, Anderton clearly played on. But that's an anomaly in the rules, Dale. It makes life difficult.
Yeah, I think he actually never took the mark and stopped. He actually continued in motion there. So right. I think he was probably right in saying that it was play on, but umpire didn't see it that way. But
so Anderton now goes towards the full forward position. Uncontested mark there to Mullane Grant. And he's able to save the game in the back half, but they need scores up forward, Bannockburn. Now he goes wide, a little short chip. He's found teammate at half-back. This time it's Padani. He goes out wide again, finding Perkins. Perkins now takes the mark, and that's Lee. Goes towards half forward. Woods takes it well outside forward 50. Now he eludes Dowie on the mark. Now runs to 50. He's going goalwards. It's a long kick. It's a beautiful kick from Alistair Woods, and he's trying to play a...
Violet up against Anderton in the centre contest. Ball thrown in the air. Picked down there by Violet. Goes towards Mullane Grant. Padani picks the ball up. Gets the ball going forward. Fuller coming off the half-forward line. Doesn't pick the ball up cleanly. Ball has been fed out. There's a push in the back. And the free kick will go to Brett Towan, I think it is. So Brent Towan now has the ball and goes wide. Looking for and will find Curtis out there on centre wing in front of Watts. Plays a short game again. Goes forward. This time Wallace coming up the ground. Strong mark. So Glenn Wallace now kicks the ball again. This time going to the forward line. Looking for McLeod. Ball's knocked away by Filet. Goes to the front of the contest. Denneman, I don't know what he's pushed up forward, but he's roving the crumbs pretty well there. Goes back to the full forward position. Fisher takes the mark. Plays on. Goes wide, finds Bliss. He doesn't get a favourable bounce, but support there's from Reek. Reek kicks the ball round half back. He'll find Hickleton. Oh, the ball goes straight through his hands. Picked up there by the big fella in Anderton. And Anderton kicks the ball to Gardner. Gardner to McLeod. McLeod to Hood. Hood stops, props, kicks round the goal square. The ball's high. Mark required. That doesn't come. It comes to ground level. McLeod's picked the ball up. They're trying to push the ball over the line. There's players scrambling for it. And now it has gone through for that.
Oh, it's not a good kick from him, but it might come off because he's found Gibbs. Gibbs right on the boundary line. He keeps it in, draws a player. Handball to Nicholson. Oh, he's tackled from behind. The ball is turned over to Hood. Hood, a shocking kick. It's going to land up forward. It's bouncing awkwardly. There's no Thomson players there until finally Christian Highland comes through. He can't stand up. Mullane Grant concedes the big 12-78, and it's all over. The siren has sounded.
Wallace Glen, congratulations. It just was a tough, gutsy effort out there today. But talk us through the pressure, because obviously it was pretty evident that you guys were just incredibly keen to win that game today.
Yeah, after last week's disappointment, it was an absolute must-win for us. So, yeah, it was terrific. All week we talked about applying as much pressure as we could. We were pretty confident going in. We've dropped a couple of games that we perhaps shouldn't have, and really happy to get away with a win. Probably not so satisfied with the finish again, but you get that. It was a good win.
Now, just take us back to last week, because it was an observation of the commentary team that you guys perhaps were the better side on the day, but just didn't come through with the 4 points at the end of it. But what was your message after the game? Because we heard through our sources that you obviously let the boys have it a little bit.
Yeah, let it rip a little bit last week. Look, without trying to get too far ahead of ourselves, we think that we've probably been the better side on the day on the 3 games that we've lost, and it's just unfortunate we haven't got away with the 4 points. And look, that's disappointing for us, and we've probably still got some work to do in our last quarters. I think we've led at 3/4 time every game this year, so a little bit of work still to do. Disappointing little finish there, but we're working on it pretty hard, and we'll overcome it, we hope.
Now let's talk about Bannockburn, because Thomson is the only side that's been able to beat Bannockburn this season, which is, well, I guess 2 questions in that. First of all, I mean, does that give you confidence going into finals, given that potentially this could be the grand final match at the end of the season?
Oh, it certainly does against Bannockburn. We've had 2 great wins. Look, they're a terrific side. We've probably got them on 2 really good days that we've played well. I thought the pressure applied on both sides today was really good, and there was a few skill errors, but look, it holds us in terrific stead, and we knew that we had to win that game, or we could have gone to 5th today, I think. So it was a big win for us. Next week is just as big, and look, we can win next week, and we're a big chance to secure a top 3 spot, which is what we're aiming for.
Just back on Bannockburn, how do you rate them compared to the other sides that you have lost to this season? Obviously, I think their credentials speak for themselves in terms of being on top of the ladder. But how would you rate them against the other top 5 sides? Corio, Belpo Steel.
No, they're a terrific side, I think. Look, Belpo Steel, we were pretty impressed with them. We got them on their ground out there, and they played really well. But no, I think Bannockburn will be right there at the end, no doubt about that. They've got a couple of standout players, and they run pretty deep as well. So no, they'll be there at the end. Don't worry about that.
Inverleigh looks as though they got a bit of a flogging from East Geelong this afternoon, but another tough game coming up against that young side.
Absolutely. Look, we were shell-shocked round 2. Inverleigh was our first loss of the season. They had terrific young kids, and we probably weren't quite prepared for that, and we'll have the correct matchups this time, and look, we're hopeful we'll get away with the 4 points, so there we go.
Better players for you guys today. I thought Jerkovic played a really good game, and also Big Anderton obviously kicking a few goals there, which is good to see.
Yeah, look, I think Ando potentially he's a massive asset for us. We've just got to get his head right, and I thought today he was a match winner.
Without a doubt. Just looking forward to the rest of the season. Any particular facets of the game that you're obviously looking to address that you think you need to improve on, bar obviously the finishes to games?
Yeah, I mean the finish is a big thing. Look, we been drilling it the last 3 or 4 weeks that we're trying to choose the best option, not the first option going into our forward line, which I thought at the end there we just bombed away to a 4-on-1 about 3 or 4 times, which was disappointing. So we'll work on that. Look, the really pleasing thing is a month ago we'd won the stoppages once, I think, and the last 4 weeks I think we've won all of them. So that's really good for us.
Onward and upward then for Thomson.
Let's hope so.
No worries. Well, best of luck for the rest of the season. Thank you.